Okay, so I forgot to turn on my microphone, I guess. So I'm just showing off. I have my rigid 18-volt cordless um, router, a little trim router, and I'm using a round over bit just to knock down the edges on what's going to be the surface of the table, so the top of the table. So I'm just going to run that around, and what it's going to do is it's just going to take off the sharp edge and make it a lot easier to sand it down. I do bump into the glue. I should have done a little bit better job of clearing that, but I figured it's not a big deal. It's just a very tiny cut that it's making. And so that's it. So it doesn't take very long. Um, and you just have to be careful not to stick your fingers into the router as you're pushing it along and guiding it. It helps to use a larger base, so I do recommend that if you have one and you do a lot of this, that you attach it because it's a little bit more stable. Um, I'm just always using it kind of handheld and quickly, so I don't mind that small round base. And I just try to pay a lot of attention to where I'm putting my fingers. Okay, so here's what I have. I'm going with just a simple 45-degree chamfer. Not going to run it through a table saw or get crazy or sit there with a hand plane for like an hour on each end. Um, no offense to the hand tool guys. I got to get this thing put together and on the base and out of here. So, as you can see, got the chamfer out part way. I'm going to see, actually, I'm going to run this up a little bit. I'm going to do a little bit less chamfer so it's not such a heavy cut. And then this is the lock. You flip that. Here's my battery. We can check and see full battery. Other than that, there's a bearing that's going to travel along here, and it's going to give me that angled cut. So I'm going to do that and see how I like it. I do have some clamps on here for a little extra leverage so it doesn't move. This is going to be a bit more aggressive with this bit. Making some weird noise. Just want to make sure the bit's not coming loose. Okay. Sure. Okay, so that's looking good. I'm going to flip it around, flip the clamps, and do a little bit more, I think. So a little bit of a rattle, but it's the dust shield, a little plastic. Those connectors. So what I'm gonna do, I think, I'm just gonna bump this out just a little bit more. This guy right there. Okay, so real simple on this one, just pop the lock. This part grabs onto the threads. You need to lift it up to slide it over this mechanism to reduce that to change the bit. But I just want to push the bit out just a little bit, get just a little bit more chamfer. So there we go. Locked back in. Boom, done. So I'm going to trim these edges and then flip it and get the final chamfer all the way around. So it helps to do multiple light passes. I didn't do a second one over here because I've already cleared this, and there's a chance it'll rip because it's the end grain. The wood's running this way, so sometimes if the cut's not supported, it'll tear this way. When it's going this way, not a problem because the fibers will just kind of lean back and get shaved. So, all right, time to unclamp it and flip. If you kind of leave the clamps about where the board's going to have to go, it kind of helps you position what you're doing a little bit. Kind of keeps you in a rhythm. And this is proof that like you can do a lot with a couple of $2 clamps. Although these are probably $2.50. These were the deluxe. They're maybe 12 inches long. All right, final chamfer cut. Just gonna jump right in.
wonder if I could do any chamfers on the base, but that's a video for another time. All right, so anyways, it's looking pretty good. I think that's all I need to do. I'm just going to start sanding it before it rains out here. Been lucky to get this far with some dry weather. So, yep, that was the rigid brushless baby trim router. You can see it. It's great if you're a kind of driveway backyard guy or lady. You don't need any cords. You just grab a battery and you go. Make magic happen.